setup stuff. Let's admit it here.
Hi, Steven.
How are you, Wayne? We're just fighting a little technology here.
Yeah,
We'll get the video.
look at that, huh?
We'll get it all on. Oh, there's Desmond right there.
Yeah, with a look
Hi,
at it.
Des.
I'm gonna do a quick edit here. But whenever you, is it 7? Yeah, whenever you're ready, Jane.
Okay.
you can-
He's pushing 95 years old.
Yeah,
Is that true?
no,
No.
don't say that, he's not.
Okay.
That's not-
Not yet, he's 94.
No, no,
Well, I think it's, oh no.
you're off, you're off.
Couple of years, right?
5 years, 5 years.
90, yeah,
Mhm.
I'm sorry, I'm getting mixed up where I went this weekend, Harold Valley Service. He's 94 and a half and he passed away.
Okay. Let's do that. There we go, Jane.
Okay.
Take us through. We're on. Hi, Des. Des, is your audio on? Can you hear us? All right, we'll see.
Good. Okay, you're hereby notified that Shirley Hudson has filed an application for an annexation. The proposal involves the transfer of 29.2 acres from tax map 217-15 to tax map 217-14.1, owned by the Sites Family Revocable Trust. As a result of this project, tax map 217-15 will be reduced to something like 394 acres, and tax map 217-14.1 will be enlarged to 60.5 acres. If the planning board determines that the application has been completed in accordance with town regulations, they will conduct a public hearing to hear evidence on whether or not to approve the annexation Monday, June 15th, 7 a.m. So here we are. 7 a.m. 7 p.m. Sorry.
Jane Ross Wood is coming in.
7 a.m.
I've got places I'm supposed to be at 7 a.m. Right. Patty? You wanna look, Steve?
No, I get one.
Sure. Hi, Ross.
Hi, everybody. I had a last minute got
Hi there.
held up, so I'm at home.
That's all right.
Okay, we got you.
That's all right. So it's very straightforward, obviously. I don't have any questions about it. It's very straightforward to me, but, yeah,
Want me to explain it?
sure, quickly, yeah.
Okay. Lot 2 is this lot here.
Yeah.
Lot 1, 2, 3, and 4 are owned by the trust,
Brian Price, yeah.
Sites Family Trust, okay?
Mhm.
Now, what's coming into it? Right. This is, okay, this is the road frontage, this is lot 2, this parcel here is coming to lot 2.
Mhm.
So we'll be having lot 1 remain the same as it is. Lot 2 will become much bigger, 60.5 acres, I guess it is. Lot 3 and lot 4. And they're all owned by sites.
Mhm. Mhm.
And the abutters that I've shown are all the ones that they're Shirley Hudson's abutters, but this lot 2 has frontage here,
Mhm.
so across the road, 1, 2, 3 abutters abut this property that we're.
Mhm. Mhm.
None of these do, because the site owns this.
Already, yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And he does not access this road here
Mhm.
or here.
Mhm.
That was, wanted it that way so that he wouldn't have to be declared a town road.
Mhm. Right. Okay, does anybody have any questions?
Ross, can you see the share?
I can, I am looking at it, yep.
Yeah, I just wanna make sure you can see it, that's
Okay.
all.
Des has copies of this plan.
Right, okay. Well, then let me, if there are no further questions, let me go through the completeness review. Given that the Hudson annexation consisting of one lot. Well, it's additional, yeah, one lot, access from Old County. Qualifies as a minor land division under section 2.34 of the Plainfield subdivision regulations. I move that the planning board waive for this application the following items. Topography, soil hydrology, traffic study, soil sewage disposal, water supply, surface runoff, grading, drainage, solid waste, open space, police, fire, safety, existing and planned land use, impact of subdivision, construction plans, performance and maintenance, security. And I move that the Hudson annexation, access from Old County Road be accepted as complete. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So the application is complete. With any further discussion? Okay, I make a motion that the annexation be approved. Is there a second? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay.
Aye.
Okay,
Now, Ross and, Ross, not Ross, Des and Wayne. The reminder we always give people here, this project's been, people have been talking about this project for a while. And there's been a fair amount of confusion. This is just the permission to do the land transfer. Attorneys have to do the deeds now. And often that is forgotten in annexations.
Well, this one won't be. I'm gonna deliver a paper copy signed from the attorney tomorrow.
I'm sorry, you've reached the Plainfield Town Office?
Welcome to the meeting.
She's a resident, but I cannot give you her phone number. Right, she is a resident of town, but she's not one of our board members. No, but she does live in Plainfield, and you could probably find her name in a directory.
in the Plainfield phone book.
All right, so you've got that covered, Wayne. It's just we've had annexation sit for months and years and never be acted upon.
Grossman is retired. Grossman and Rips is in the attorney's office in Norwich. I'm gonna, hopefully, you'll give me a signed paper copy. And if the Mylar, gets signed, that's fine. You take care of getting that recorded, right?
Right, we'll ship it.
But I will, take this to the attorney's office that he's gonna use to do the work.
Mhm.
Good.
That'll ensure that it's gonna get done. That's the matter.
Yep.
Okay. You just want one, this. What is that?
That's the one you, that's
That's my
Mylar that Steve will get recorded as registry of deeds. Can you hear that everything's going fine?
I think he can. Des, smile for us if you know everything's going well.
We got it approved, Des. And,
Okay.
all right,
All right, so do you want any more paper copies signed, just to have them, or?
well, I'll take all that you don't need.
Right, we will, how many did you bring, Wayne?
I brought 5 paper copies, but you told me to bring 4, and if
Yeah.
you're gonna keep the 4, I've got one to give to the.
Yeah, let's, if you sign 4 in the Mylar and leave that, Wayne can have the other one.
I don't guarantee that those are all heading in the same direction, Jen.
You may
Yeah.
find others in the file that are the same. If there's been no other revisions, then there's.
Well, there
then-
was a revision.
Des, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
He should be able to hear you. Yeah.
I'm gonna take a paper copy to Rip's office tomorrow, because I'm gonna be up there in Norwich. Your attorney. I'm gonna take a copy of the approved plan to Rip's office tomorrow. I don't think he heard me.
No, because I think the speaker's in the owl. Right? It's all right.
Yeah, but no, he should be able to hear. I think
Oh.
Ross can hear
He's
us.
not acknowledging,
Right.
but whatever. He's still out there maintaining his land.
Oh, yeah, no, Des keeps a nice place.
And it isn't 90, he's not quite 90 yet, but he's within reach.
Okay, okay, these are all signed, so.
And then you may find one or
1, 2,
two.
3, 4,
They're here, are they?
5. So
Paper
you're
copy.
gonna take those, right? You're taking those.
I don't know how many Steve wants to keep that. You need 4, Steve?
Plus the Mylar.
Plus the Mylar.
Right,
All
All
right,
right, you've got 4 plus the 9.
all right.
and if these are the same, Wayne,
I thought that there was a change.
is there a May 26th? Is that still a good one?
What's the date on it? May 26th, those are the same. How many you got?
I mean, there's 2 or 3 here, if you want a couple for, so Des and Mr. Tights can each have one. And you can
Yeah,
have,
there's 4 here,
yes,
and they are the same.
so if you want a couple more signed, she can sign those if you
Might as
want.
well.
Alright, so that's going with, this one's going with. Are those the ones you signed with the Mylar?
Yes,
Let me take those one.
no. Oh, is that,
This is the one that I'm giving to the attorney,
Right, is it, so you're gonna sign that one and sign those?
and all of it goes back to
It's over
Des.
here where I know we got them. Oh,
Yes, sir.
you know what we're gonna need?
What?
I don't know if Dennis has brought it, he may have it with you. We need 2 checks to the registry in Sullivan County. One,
I'll call him. I don't, tell him if you can talk to him.
right, I think it'll be easier to talk to him on the phone.
All right.
We need one for $26 and one for $25.
Okay, he'll take care of it.
And they have to be separate checks.
I know that.
The registry down, and she's kind of a negative one.
Where?
Sullivan County?
No, Grafton County is. You can use one check in Sullivan County.
No, well, we've not ever been able to. You do it some more, they forget.
They take mine.
Real special one.
okay. Here you go.
Now, Renee is the registrar.
Mhm.
You want one of these? He doesn't need all 4.
I was gonna give him Steve has what he
Steve's
wants to
got
keep.
These are extra.
I'm gonna give those to
I
Des.
thought you wanted to take them home, that's what I'm asking.
No, I already took one.
No, her
My
puppy's
dog ate
full. I understand, I thought you wanted another.
No.
Her puppy's full.
No.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome.
And, I'll put my ad in your phone book. I will. But I don't want any calls. This, believe me, this is 30 acres that I've surveyed here to go through. It's the last, I tell people that know me, I've got a new definition of a large tract. What is it? 1 acre or less, and I'm gonna start sticking to it. And I'm gonna be busy, believe me.
Oh, I'm sure.
Somebody needs to know where a fence, wants to put up a fence or whatever.
Yeah.
But, I've done 4,000 surveys. And my wife paid $400 through Amazon and got a tablet. 3.5 by 4 by 1/2 inch. My stuff is already on that tablet. And the next project is Kenneth Leclerc's, everything will be on that same tablet.
Yeah.
Cause I have possession of his plans.
I've
I have had since Kenny retired.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kenny ever come in here, Joe, Junior?
The last.
He's married to Barbara.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's in a wheelchair now. He's got pneumonia, and I'm seriously worried about him.
Oh, Okay.
He's a good guy.
okay. All right, thank you, Wayne.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Okay, bye.
Thank you.
Let me know when you need a check.
Who's he talking to?
Okay, we'll send you
I don't know.
information in the mail if it hasn't already been sent, so.
I think he thinks he's talking to.
My address,
I got
Yeah, he's talking-
I think he is,
Sure, yeah, he's talking to-
He's talking about the 2 different checks and
Mhm.
so. And he did say something about on the phone, but I didn't think he meant right now. But I suppose it's good to just get it over with and
Right.
call it done.
Okay,
Yeah,
Jesus.
And one is for 26. We know that'll work.
Steve should put it in an email to them. He should put it in an email. Won't just put it in. He should put it in an email. Follow up, just follow up to our conversation.
Just get them to us, we then put them in the tube and send it all to the registry. All right, thank you. All right, have a good evening, sir.
You too.
Stay out of mischief.
Renee is our registrar now.
Yep.
One of her previous jobs was she actually worked in the surveying office.
Oh,
Which is a good thing. Good thing, talk the same language.
good thing for you guys.
Oh, Stephen,
Yes.
last time I saw you, it was,
Do we have
Up at the
anything
bar.
else on the
Right.
agenda for tonight other than
I didn't,
like?
how's Tom, didn't know, how's Mark?
Yeah, but I mean, we're just like gonna say, yeah, the.
You know, they all-
Plan sounds good.
I better get back.
All right, about
The,
you.
the stuff Mike
Same,
did,
same.
the
Sit here.
Yep.
natural resource
Right.
chapter sounds good,
Right.
and, you know, did anybody pop a bottle of booze to?
So do you wanna see the NRI on the web? I mean, it's pretty cool.
I'm sure, I
It's-
looked at it.
I mean, Mike
briefly,
can
but-
tell us about it, but it's something they call a story?
Yeah, well, it's ArcGIS, and so it's based on ArcGIS maps.
I'll share, well, I think I'll share it, Ross, once I get to it. How come I'm not seeing
Jane had a change to one of the,
sentences?
sentences, did you get that?
I got it, I didn't do anything with it until after
Okay.
tonight, but I do have it.
I forgot to do something with it too.
No, that's all right, no, I can do
Your
it,
company.
planning board. Where do I wanna go? I wanna go home,
You can't
I
go.
don't know, I mean, I wanna go,
You can go either
is
to
it
the
government?
Conservation Commission or to the I want to view, whichever one you wanna go.
Oh, I want to view. That's nice.
Nice to have options.
And you got two options there. One
NRI summary?
is a summary with the interactive maps.
Yeah.
And then the other one is the actual
Is,
PDF,
and which is the one that is the story?
the summary with the interactive maps.
Is this
Yeah,
something I can find on the town website?
Very easy. Can you share it now?
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try here.
Ross has probably already looked at it at home anyway.
So then there's like this little magic
Yeah, just keep going down, scroll down.
scroll there.
And they have an introduction, and that's where I pulled some information for the master plan out of that introduction. And they have a whole
Nice.
series of maps,
Yeah,
and you can click on any one of those green plate things, and it will tell you what it is and so on. Sure.
that's very cool.
It's down below at the bottom.
I'd like to pick that up, move it if I could.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't play around with it as that much. I didn't click on the different little colored parts.
I don't know what I've done there.
So you got now the full map opened up,
Oh, shit.
which is very large.
Right, I can see that.
And if you've opened the full map, you can see pretty good detail. You can enlarge it in the. Yeah, it's,
But if you click on one of these, it'll tell you what it is. There it
Yeah.
is. Spencer Lot, 107 acres.
Mhm.
So that's pretty
That's
cool.
cool, that is
Yeah.
cool.
and there's 4 or 5 maps and there are different things that. Basically, you can do the same kind of thing, both for. Types of vegetation and for wildlife and for agriculture.
Hmm.
But if you wanna get into it, you can really explore it on this thing. And the actual written NRI is, when I went to the open house or thing they had over in the library. The first thing they said was, well, your NRI didn't have much detail, and it didn't. There's a whole good bunch of reasons for that. But this NRI is full of details, and you've got, this is what the public's gonna look at, most of it.
Yeah,
So being someone that's familiar with this kind of stuff, you thought the consultant did a nice job.
I did. I did. I think, I'll say this quietly, I think there are a couple of errors in there, but I'm not gonna say a word. But not gonna say a word.
So this-
The only thing, if you go all the way to the end, there should be a link to the, but I don't think they fixed it yet. I sent them the link, so.
So this is major wetlands here?
Yeah, well, no, you've got the same maps, basically.
Those are the conserved lands again,
I
right?
think so. But you've got the wetlands on there.
The wetlands.
It talks about the order of streams and how that comes together.
Right.
So you can, if you wanna dig into it, you can spend a lot of time.
Yeah, but there's a lot of really interesting information. I mean, I spent maybe a half an hour, 45 minutes playing around in there.
Yeah.
But I never clicked on any of the things on the maps to. Yeah, I didn't do
So
that.
if you, click on one of the wetland areas, you should be able to see that. I don't know where it'll give you information, but it should. And it's interesting because they, the maps go outside of Plainfield,
Mhm.
which is, I think, good.
Yeah, well, the protected land doesn't necessarily stop at the town border.
Right.
So this is what they're saying, this is the breakup of Plainfield?
I think so.
Well, if actually click to enlarge.
And then there's a map of it shows you examples of the different kinds of
At
habitat.
the top of French's Ledges.
Yeah.
Huh?
The interesting thing is that they have a map of the highest ranked habitats and the ones they want to preserve. And Prospect Hill is one of the places, and so some of what they want to preserve is our land, and I've got to talk to them about what they think we ought to be doing.
Oh,
They're gonna preserve a lot of anthills up there, I can tell you that.
Yes, they are, ancient ones. So there's a ledger here somewhere at the bottom that tells us the different colors.
Yeah, there is.
yeah, because there's a lot going on that map.
So like, what's that kind?
So what's the purple?
Highest ranked wildlife habitat is the brown, is this color. The purple, like this one, is that what you mean?
Yeah,
I must have been on that. So then what's brown? Seems to. Don't quite understand what it's saying, because I'm clicking on brown, here I'm clicking on green.
Yeah, and they're all highest ranked. Maybe it's not like they're the top, maybe it's the top 5. No, that's just land cover. I don't know, I'm missing something here.
Yeah, if you click on that and move it over, it'll,
Yeah, that one.
I'm very good with this now.
So further down, it says highest, like. In that little box.
where? I don't see what you're looking at.
Use the slider to compare overall habitat with the highest ranked conserved areas. The slider.
yeah, that's that.
So.
Yeah, see how, okay, you're too quick with that clicker. See on the bottom, tier descriptions,
Yeah,
tier 1 highest rank.
I'm trying to get it to stay there, if it would.
It probably won't, but you can go down.
So what's changing? The type? Like if you clicked here,
See, it's a tier 3,
where do you see that? Ah, so then you go down to 3 and see
yes.
if this goddamn thing would just stay buffer, or maybe it's here. What does it say?
But I think there's a table down below that explains some of that anyway. Not there, but just go down below, move the map up so that you can see below
I would like to, but I can't. When I slide this one, oh. Maybe it's just taking so much energy to.
So I still wanna see where the,
Alright, well, maybe just put the slider over there. And which color did you wanna know about?
well, purple.
Purple. Yes, big swath of it right there.
Okay, that's a tier one. So
it.
that's the
Matrix
highest,
forest.
that's the highest ranked habitat in the state. I don't know what matrix.
So let
forest-
me go to the white area. What do they say? What does it say if I go there? Maybe there's nothing. What if I go to a light green? Tier 2. Highest ranked habitat. Jesus, why don't you just stay? See, I can't get over there. It wants to go away.
Once when you go off it, it'll get off, you gotta control your mouse.
Highest ranked habitat in the biological region. Thank you.
And 3 is supporting habitat,
So brown is 3,
yeah.
green is 2. And purple is their number 1.
And the non-colored parts are barren wastelands.
Well,
Some of them are like the villages where it's just housing and stuff.
so if we get up into. Where's Black Hill Country? There's Hedgehog.
There's Old County Road, and Gagnon on it. Black Hill is purple. Woo-hoo! And look, see that splotch, that weird shaped splotch of purple with the little add-on part, that's Jane's yarn.
You can get it on the computer when you can.
And so what happens when we push the slider over, Mike?
Well, you've got some other things, so click on that stuff and see what you get.
It tells you it's grassland.
Grassland, that's grassland. So those are fields essentially.
Yeah. Appalachian oak pine. Jesus. And this must be a lot of coarse filtered granite data or something, right? They're getting, I mean, they didn't map these
It
things.
says at the bottom where it is.
Yeah.
I think it is granite, Dave.
But it's cool. I mean, it's some neat, it's gonna be a nice addition to the.
Now, just for information, Steve.
Yeah.
The old NRI still exists. I did not delete it. I simply took it off the menu.
So it's still being saved on the website.
Yeah,
Good.
because that's all we have. We don't have a written copy, I don't think.
No, you're right. And that was good to do. Uh-huh. Okay, this is interesting. Jane will remember. Yeah, yeah. And that's the Molten Trail. Right,
Mhm.
comes from here to there.
And is there a map that shows all the trails?
I don't think so. It may be.
But it would be fun if we could. If we could get our. A-trail map on here, that might be fun.
Well,
It may not be what their mission was. Their mission may have been different.
well, we should have the trail map on there, but we had to take it off because it had trails that were built on people's property without permission. And so I assume that what they've got posted on the bulletin boards now is accurate, and you can get a copy of that from Bill, and we should post it on the website.
So yellow must be prime ag.
That would be more appropriate in the recreations chapter though, wouldn't it?
Probably.
or, you know, we put them in both, but,
No, I wasn't thinking particularly where,
Oh.
it's just right now,
right now it doesn't at
no,
all.
we don't have one. We did have it, and then we had to take it off.
Is it red?
We'll move up to, to Black Hill again, and I can tell you, because I think all of our fields are,
So that must be the prime.
Yeah.
The red.
Yeah.
Cause it certainly would make sense along the river.
right,
And it's supposed to be a link there, and I sent him a link so they could fix it, but
They have a jet.
they haven't done it.
no, it's definitely, it's a great tool.
And do these just take you to individual maps that we just scrolled through?
Individual sections that include the maps, so that.
But it's the same, we went through the whole dock, that's just a shortcut to those places, if you will.
Right, right.
Yep.
So now the orange over there, what's the orange? That's a huge,
That must be very poor,
Oh, click.
right? Cause it's. I mean, it's Croydon Mountain.
oh, okay,
Northern hardwood conifer. I mean, it is high up there and it's mostly ledge. But if we went over to, like you'd say, let's test it. If we went to. Although that's just over the line in Cornish, but still, where's Hell Hollow? Here's
Right
Hell,
there.
here's Hell Hollow. So Stage Road is here. And so the brook. What, do you get Maple here? Do they say Maple when you go here? Hardwood hemlock. Yes, they sort of.
Because the maps are so big, when you click, you gotta be a little patient because the computer has to load it.
Takes a lot of data, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of data in there.
And probably easier on a computer where you're running it yourself, not trying to share it and send it
Mhm.
around
Mhm.
the earth a little bit. But, I mean, I think from what little conversation, and there's been a couple that I've had with Megan, I mean, she's authorized, we've spent $15,000 with those people, you know, Moose Logical or Moose Ecological. And they seem to be happy with their output.
mhm,
And so I think what Mike's done is exactly, I mean, that's our chapter,
Right.
right? A little summary and a link to here.
right,
I think so.
And so we're, I think we're there.
Yeah.
I mean,
This is
You almost don't wanna say it, but.
I mean,
Well,
and what do you think, I mean, when do you think, and I, you know, I take my, you know, everybody's advice. When is the right time? We're about to get into high vacation season, right?
Right.
So that won't help attendance.
Well, I don't, you know,
You don't think we're gonna get the attendance?
well, I don't think we're gonna get a lot, I wouldn't. I,
I mean, I guess the question would be, when should we host a public hearing?
well, you said August 3rd, and I said that would be fine as far as.
What day of the week is that? Is that a Monday night?
That's just our Monday work session.
Okay.
I mean, I guess we could start with August 3rd and see what happens, right?
Do we have to do more than one hearing?
No,
No, but,
I mean, we're just,
and do we wanna have it here? Or do we, I thought at one point we were talking about doing it in a library or something,
right.
no?
Let's start with one here and see what we get, cause here we at least
Right.
understand the technology, sort of. I mean,
Right,
it
and
gets
yeah.
worse if we go away from here. And we'll try to get a blurb out to people in terms of, you know, it's on the web now, or no, it isn't, this is on the web. You know,
yeah, no,
so we really can't advertise the hearing. So what, my next step is to tell Eric here's a link to all the revised chapters, or here they are, however I do that, that's up to me. Here's the chapters, he wants to somehow unify the
Right.
voice, right, or the
Right.
layout, or the, and he's been,
And there'll be some punctuation things that he'll catch and that kind of stuff too, I mean.
so let me send
And
them,
then once he finishes that, once he's done with
then
that.
he'll huddle with Mike, and they'll figure out how to post it on the web as individual PDFs.
Well, that's what'll happen to the chapters, I think, but I also think that we need to learn a lesson from what we've done in the past. We need at least a couple of paper copies here so that people don't have to go to the web to get it. And so we have a physical copy to put in the safe for future whatevers.
Right, okay,
Yeah.
but the next step is to get Eric to do his work.
Yes,
Yeah,
Then get it up on the web so that we can then advertise to people, if you wanna see it, it's on the web.
yeah.
And
If you
here's the
wanna-
night of a hearing, if you'd like to come learn what we learned
right.
and talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay,
I bet Eric's not gonna take very long to do this.
Probably not.
no, I think he's,
Depends on what his schedule is.
Yeah, but I suspect he'll do it pretty quickly, but I think that's the thing, we'll get it up on the web and then we'll really advertise it
right,
heavily.
right. And maybe you could do as chair, and I'd be happy to take your words and use them, not as my own, as yours.
Mhm,
Maybe you could write up a paragraph about the process we followed,
mhm.
you know, that we used. We did a survey, we're using Survey Monkey and blah, blah, we've been growing the channel. Chapters, use the Regional Planning Commission, Conservation Commission, and that would be the sort of the intro for people, and then we can fill in the details. You know, we're gonna get together at such and such a night, and we just sort of blast it out at every opportunity to people. And if they come, great, and if they don't, then we're done, you know, we've done our thing.
Okay,
Right.
I can do that.
Yeah, and we've got to decide at some point. The old master plan, we actually put the verbiage on the web, and I don't see us doing that at this point. I think we have the PDFs of the chapter, people can go to them and pick them up.
And tell me that again, what was the difference when you say put the verbiage on the web?
The old master plan had the
Entire.
actual text on the website. So people could go, as opposed to.
You had cut and paste out of the Word
all that
documents
stuff, yes.
into the pages, I got you. As opposed to here, you're gonna see economic base chapter, you click on it, and the PDF's gonna come up.
Right,
And it's a PDF, if you were interested, if you were doing a grant and you wanted to, had a keyword you wanted to look for, you can search a typical PDF, yes?
correct.
So that's good, I mean, you know, the most common place we see the master plan used is either somebody comes in and uses it to support their effort to get you guys to do a zoning change,
Mhm.
or somebody's looking for a grant. And, you know, the grant has to do with trails, and so they
Right.
will look in the master plan and see the recommendations for trails and that sort of thing. And so I think if it's searchable and it's in a PDF form, which is relatively easy for people to download size wise and things,
Mhm.
I think that's fine. I think that,
Mhm.
and I'll, you know, I can take the lead from Mike. We certainly can print out a couple copies
Yeah,
and have it here.
Yeah.
So I have a question without, not intending to cause a problem, but.
Right. Careful. It's caused us-
So, one of the things that we ran into with doing this update of the master plan was that we were not able to simply take the graphs and charts from the old master plan and update them. Have we changed the graphs accessibility? Are the graphs easier to update in a PDF form? Or are we going to be, or not we, because we're not gonna be.
No, we ain't.
We ain't gonna be- but have we left it that the next people that are doing this are going to have the same challenges with updating the charts that we did?
The only way that you can update them, and we should do this, is to get copies of the spreadsheets and whatever that form the basis of
Graves.
those charts,
That's
Great.
from
which we
Grace.
don't have.
Right
What-
there.
And that's what I'm wondering, is that if there's a way for us to have those,
Oh, I
So
think
that-
Grace would love us to have them and never call her again.
Well,
Yeah.
there's,
No, I mean, we can
I'm not trying to create a problem,
Right,
I'm
I
just
mean,
wondering
we
if
can
it's,
certainly put on the town computer system somewhere. Or hand to the new town administrator, or get a thumb drive in the vault that says, 2026 master plan. And have those maps, because Grace Jackson will be long gone from the regional planning. committee.
yeah,
Right,
And they may have a better system than we do, I hope they do, but it would be. You can always ask them and get whatever answer you get, but if we had one in-house, that's a good suggestion to get those.
Yeah.
Because that's been one of our issues, as you said, we have not been able to update the charts, we pay Grace to update the charts.
right.
And I don't think-
She had done to recreate them.
Right,
well, that's the thing, is
Yeah, I
that
mean,
because the old charts were.
so I don't think she would, I think there wouldn't be any proprietary issue, they'd be happy to give them to us, so they.
Well, I wasn't wondering if there was like a copyright thing or something that made it so that they couldn't,
So. Chart.
they wouldn't want us to be able to do that. for
Yeah,
us.
no, let me get those so that we leave a nice batch, and Mike can help me even figure out. Places to leave them, where people could find them in the future, that's really the
Good
trick.
karma
Right,
for us.
that's the trick.
Is to have them and leave them where somebody might stumble upon them.
Well, and when we get to the pearly gates, we can always say, hey, St. Peter, we left a really cool master plan that's easy to update, that's gotta count for something.
Right, yeah,
Yeah, good luck with that.
get us here, please, but no, I think that's very doable and well thought, I mean, a good idea.
Okay,
But it is, I mean. It never sell yourself short, Sutherland. What you did with the interactive, with the NRI the first time and the master plan online. Has served the town very well. I mean, I am able to simply tell people documents, forms, master plan.
Yeah,
And they can read, it's not like it doesn't exist.
Right.
It's not like it's a secret. It's right there on the website if you wanna look at it.
fully transparent.
And so, fully we did that one. And so I think, I mean, I think. And what we've done now, what we're just finishing will also, I mean, it's good work and it's for relatively, either we yank it out of your hide the first go round. And this go around, we've spent a few $1,000s, and you think the Conservation Commission got even a better product. For today's world, so.
Sure.
Between.
Well, they actually had some science folks in there who could do some of that stuff, which,
Yeah.
we
Did you actually get drafted with creating all of those charts last time around?
No,
Oh, that's a relief.
no.
But for the, but you
That-
did the
that
NRI.
was a lot of work.
Most of the charts,
Shelley,
well, Shelley did the maps.
right?
Shelley did all the maps, but a lot of the charts and the economic stuff. Well,
I know, it drives you crazy. can't
yes, it does,
I-
it does,
I
it
get
does.
it.
Deer Haven's former owners,
Oh, Myra Ferguson,
it was not Myra, it was her husband,
really?
Alan.
Alan.
Okay.
Alan was the one who worked on it, and he did an awful lot
Yeah.
of those charts.
Mhm.
But you literally, I mean, we can all say, yeah, we helped it, we had a hand in it, it was part of us. As I remember, you did the NRI.
Yes, correct.
Yes, I mean.
Yes.
Which is why you were really happy that Megan just was like, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and she can say whatever she wants to say about it,
No, it's a good moment in time with the Conservation Commission. They're a pretty good group and she's pretty hard driving. And they're sitting on, they got $180,000 or something in the conservation fund.
Oh, that's nice.
And so, they get half the current use money every year. It's.
Do they have any properties that they are looking at or?
There's a piece of land that got away from them. That Mr. Townsend owned, Ira's son, that's up on Columbus Jordan Road. I think there are neighbors who are interested in doing like they did a few years back, many years back now. And buying it and then conserving it. And I think the Conservation Commission typically finds. Leveraging that effort is their best way to use their money, right? Pay for the survey, pay for the
Right.
conservation easement or, draft or whatever. So, yeah, they paid for the 15,000 came out of the fund. But that fund grows 8-10 grand a year because it gets half the current use
Right.
penalties. And, if Vendito keeps selling his lots at 200,000 a piece, that's 20 grand. For each of those lots,
Mhm.
as they come through, so, but, we went. Dave Grove gave it up, Myra Ferguson set up, when we asked her, said she'd continued and she ran the conservation, but then she and Alan left town, and we went through COVID and after, we didn't have a conservation commission,
Right.
really. I mean, a couple of those annual reports, I wrote them, Bill Knight looked at them, edited them and put them back in the town, we put them in the
Yeah.
town report to keep the illusion going. But we have a fully functioning conservation commission now, in fact, sometimes they're too, they're careful what you wish for, but they're active and they're into it.
Good.
And so, and the environment needs that at a time when you're under increased development pressure,
Mhm.
right? I mean, you
Right.
need the Conservation Commission here, so. I think we're good, and I've not heard any more. Chris is really dragging his feet on the parsonage deal. I think some of it, it's just time might cure it if we didn't go too fast. He had not called the state when he was in here the
Okay.
other day,
Okay,
but he said he would. So that one I think is just a bit, is slow, but I've not had. I haven't heard from Bandito or from any of the players. Donnie Goodwin has bought a big chunk of land. The end of Brook Road that's
Right.
mostly in Lebanon, but has enough land to put a few houses on in Plainfield. It's got a real road frontage problem, and Plain doesn't have any, so. And those lots will all be, whatever they are, will be accessed through Derby Lane,
mhm,
in Lebanon. You'll just continue on
Right.
what was the road that was built there. But basically, I think, I guess my point is, we just have middle of summer and we have no surveyors kicking around.
Right.
Nobody seems to be working on a project. We'll get some onesies and twosies, but I don't think we'll have anything, well, I know we won't have anything for June. Because
Right.
there isn't, or for July, because no one's made application.
okay.
Oh darn.
We did have, I guess we laughed at it last time. I think, Hall's apiary is great, whatever it's called, it's great, took the one beautiful tree line that the previous guy put in, but it is a nice sign. It is.
Nice.
But I'm inclined to think that as time goes by, he will actually be doing things to improve the way that parcel looks.
I think
As
that,
opposed to Bart Industries that.
yeah, I really hope and pull for him that he's able to make a go of it there. It seems like a lot of space to have to pay for a retail space to sell honey, but maybe.
But he's
that-
also storing he's got equipment in there. too.
Yeah, no, like I said,
He's
if he can
storing-
pull it off, good for him, right?
And that's why I'm thinking that
He's
he's
making
going
how
to
many
do.
thousands of gallons, an enormous amount of honey.
Apparently
being
that market
stored
is
there.
hot now, right? It's a.
So, I mean, I think he's probably using more of the building even without this
Right.
retail thing than you imagine he's using.
Paul Franklin's house is under construction.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
got I think their foundation's in, so the building will be
Go up.
arriving shortly.
yeah, yeah.
But other than, we're a little damp. I mean, the rain, we had more than an inch of rain last night.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the drought, if somebody says we're in a drought, I'm gonna come.
Yeah.
Look at the river. We are not in a drought. The river has got a lot of water in it.
We're doing, I would consider that what's happening now as far as precipitation is concerned is what our normal should be.
Yeah, pretty close.
We had several years where we were really not doing well for the spring rains.
Right.
But the gardens are soaking it up and very lush this spring. And that is what I would consider more normal.
Mhm.
We did have,
The 90 degrees is not good, but
you may hear more about it Wednesday, we did have the Plainfield Town Hall Committee, which is doing good work, has a subcommittee in terms of gardening and landscaping. And the subcommittee had decided that they were gonna hire chippers. They had a gift to hire chippers to spray the Japanese knotweed. And I had to be the bad guy and say, you're not spraying the Japanese knotweed without a conversation with the selectmen and the Conservation Commission, right? You're in Plainfield and neighbors, right?
Right.
You're in Plainfield Village and essentially you're talking about commercially spraying Roundup.
yeah.
It's not gonna be popular.
Steve, who initiated this?
That was good.
What, Ross, was that Ross?
Yeah, who
Yeah.
who initiated this?
It would be the landscaping committee for the Plainfield Town Hall. One of their members who has to be anonymous thought that she was making a gift by paying chippers to come spray the knotweed.
Yeah.
And, but I just don't think it's good policy the town can spray Roundup
Use a blow
without,
torch,
without a process.
it's safer.
You know, we might choose to use Roundup, but we need to come
Right.
to that through a process.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, we have actually had residents get control of it with repeated mowing,
Mhm.
which is what we are doing now at the town hall. But I think it's a myth that if you chop it all up, it all grows into new. It doesn't. There, you know, it wilts and dies, but there is root system underneath.
Your suggestion is the best. You
Blow torch it, have the fire department burn it.
Well, I can't wait to hear you mention that on Wednesday night.
You'll hear me mention it, because there's no way I'm voting for Roundup.
It's,
You and my wife, I tell you what.
and so we're working through that, but no, I think, you know, we're in kind of in the summer mode. I have, I think pretty much made it known, April 2nd of next year will be the end of the run.
Okay,
That's gonna be it, and we are initially, this isn't really planning board stuff, but I think it's a great decision on the select board's part. Based on some, you know, the study that we had done from MRI. My first job is going to be to train someone else other than the new town administrator to be the bookkeeper for the town.
Mhm.
And so getting that function away reduces the risk of success or failure of the new town administrator. And gives that person, that gives him a fighting chance as to getting the rest of it under their belt without getting buried in invoices that they
Right.
have no idea where they go.
right.
And so we're gonna do that, and that's turning out to be, I think, I mean, we haven't even advertised yet, and we've got two different people said they would love to do it.
Right.
And so I think, you know, that will be, I think that one we'll be able to do, and that will bring some diversification in, give you another person. It's a little job, it's 8 to 10 hours, but for the new town administrator, it's a big 8 to 10
Right,
hours, you know?
right,
As they get to know, you know, cause they're gonna wanna go out and meet the road crew and see what the plans are, maybe get more involved in what the road crew does and what the police department does, and so you gotta free them up from just office stuff that isn't normally associated.
Right,
And so I think that's a good plan. Bev Widger's gonna do the search with the selectman for the town administrator, whoever that happens to be. And, we're hoping, and, you know, I think we're all at peace.
I'm setting up a dark space in his garage upstairs
Okay,
with a couch and low music where we can do therapy.
Okay.
As he tries to break away from the town.
No, well, it's gonna be I mean,
yeah,
I am very vested in wanting it to go well.
that's
I'm
right.
also very vested in wanting to just see what else might happen in my life. You know, in terms of something else to do. I mean, you know, or just not do that, but it's been a long time. I've loved it. I just wanna be done before I don't love it. And
Right.
it has nothing to do with people that are joining us at our meetings right now or dogging us a little bit. Anything like that. This has been a thing that we've talked about for 2 or 3 years now.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I mean, the end is, and you know, the reality is if you stay in the New Hampshire retirement system for 37 years. The way to enjoy that time is to use it,
Right.
right?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
that's the point.
Yeah.
And so, but we'll, you know, I've told the selectmen and I meet it.
So I mean, where are you in the process of trying to?
Well, if you back up, you can't get, we're updating job, I mean, selectmen are gonna meet with Bev Wednesday night. Unfortunately, and people always get suspicious of these things, and I think the select board, Amy's gonna make an announcement. You're gonna see a ton of non-public sessions for the summer meetings, because these are things we just can't talk about in public, right?
Mhm.
But the selectmen are gonna work the process through, but you sort of back up if you want the person to come in January, then you probably wanna hire them by December. And so, you know, we're not quite where we would need to start, but we need to update the job description. We need to make
Yeah.
sure the
Yeah.
manual is good.
And I don't think starting early is a problem.
Yeah,
I
no,
would rather be ahead of schedule than behind.
I mean, it would be
Well,
great
I
if,
mean, I think you really, it's gonna be very challenging for the next person.
Yeah,
and it would,
And I think the chance of that next person being the right person for 5 years is probably slim.
It-
But it's gonna be a challenge enough, and the more time you have with them before you leave,
It would
the
be
better
awesome.
your chances are.
It would be awesome if there were strong local candidates, because you get
Right.
over the housing issue, right? If it was somebody from Cornish or Plainfield or Lebanon that was close. The closer the better, because I can tell you from a longevity, we don't ask our town administrator to do anything that's extraordinary. The bookkeeping thing's a little unusual, but Plainfield's small, we're not a big town. But what would wear you out is either being here for 11 or 12 hours, 2 nights a week,
Mhm.
and not being able to go home. One of the saving graces is that tonight I go home and I mow at my house for a couple hours, or we weed the
Mhm.
garden.
Mhm.
So I feel like I got something done, have a little break, and then come back. And so, you know, if the person, you know, Rob Taylor always is fighting Enfield, because what does he do? He goes and works all day. But if he drives home from Enfield, that's just about as far as you'd wanna come, and then turn around and go back to a 7 o'clock planning board meeting.
Right.
Mhm.
And so, you know, those things, and the housing thing is so nuts. It's
Right.
just so nuts right now. But, you know, one of the things that I will say is I think the job market is getting better now in terms of candidates,
Mhm.
right? It's not as, you know, there was a while you couldn't find a body. Now I think you can find people who would be interesting. Police are still a particular struggle as we're finding out. But anyways, it'll be good. But
Interesting to see
I had
who comes.
not hoped to do another town meeting, another budget, all of those things. But if you think about the year schedule, the time to clear out is right after a town meeting.
Right.
We file all the paperwork with the state, the budget's in place. This person will have been in the office while we built that budget. They'll know the
Mhm.
software. You shake their hands, you say, give me a call if you need anything, or
Yeah.
whatever.
Right.
And then they have the summer, by far the quietest time in our
Mhm,
town office.
mhm,
They have the summer to get ready, and then it's not long before it's fall
mhm,
again.
mhm.
So, I mean, I think it'll work. Melissa struggles a little with the concept, but I think. I'm gonna be all right.
She's gonna want you to find some hobbies.
Oh, she's not gonna have trouble there. She just comes from a family that. You don't stop, even think about stopping till you're 70, right?
Right.
What are you doing? And I mean, I remember when she met Jay Waldner for the first time. And Jay had said, yeah, I go up Cardigan Mountain, they lived in Canaan, and I go up Cardigan Mountain every day. Well, she's like, you monitor on a weather station? What do you do? He says, I go up there because it makes my soul feel better. Different world.
Different world.
Different world, but no, it'll be fine, we'll be good.
Yeah.
But we'll get through a good summer here, I'll check, but we may be able to take the July meeting off, the works
Okay.
meeting. You know, I don't think my job is to get this batch of stuff to Eric.
Yeah.
And talk to Grace and get that information, and then, get Eric and Mike talking, or Mike will just get the files from Eric and go in deep into his workshop. And magical things happen.
Thank God for Mike.
That's what I say every day. I've said that every day for 20 some odd years now. And so,
Just
Okay.
realize you are very
Steve.
appreciated.
I appreciate that very much. I just want you all to know that Steve is not the only one thinking about retirement.
I would imagine so. But that-
well, and I
You
think,
gotta make sure that you really get Eric like up to snuff, because I think Eric might be our future Mike.
well, and you know, one of the stresses, we have all been together for so long. And we've
Right.
worked together for so long. We have the exact scenario with the zoning board, right? My leaving, not my fault, but the change in somebody provides an opportunity for people to say, geez, I've done this for 20 years. You know, maybe I'll let somebody else do it.
Right.
We have the same problems, you know, it's in some ways, it's weird. George Hilden's been town assessor, but he's 65 years old now.
Yeah.
He's down to 2 half towns. He, you know, I mean, so all of these things, it's gonna be, Plainfield will be different. It'll be better in some ways. It will be better.
Yeah, no, yeah,
But there, new
Yeah.
people are gonna have to be found to do some of these jobs.
absolutely.
That's just the way it is. And so, but,
Just not as a coup.
right, well, it's not coming out of hell hole. I can tell you that. It's not. I mean, it just isn't. But are we good?
I
Meeting,
think so.
motion to adjourn. Thank you, Ross.
I move that we adjourn.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you.
Good night,
Night,
Ross,
Ross.
thank you. I would just suggest that you follow